Hello. I am embarrassing myself playing this game, but it has been fun. So far, the people I've met that play this game that came into my stream have been extremely helpful and great. So I'm going to continue with it. I'd like to get into this game, so I'm going to continue my adventure with it, with the training, and try to learn the game. I'm gonna try mining again. Yesterday I got frustrated with this and I actually rage quit, which was uncool, but I'm gonna try it again. This is a really cool game. I really like it a lot.
Hello again, Commander. You know, being a combat pilot isn't the only way to make a living. Sometimes it's a good option to retreat to an asteroid belt for some mining. You never know. If you strike a rich vein of ore, there could be some credits to be made. I've been told this particular belt has some valuable ore on offer. So let's get to work. If you deploy your hard points, I'll wait here and keep an eye out for any pirate activity. You really want to stare at these asteroids all day? Get to work, Commander. Whoa, okay. It looks like you've maxed out your power plant. No need to panic. Your ship has insufficient power for all your active modules. The shield generator is probably draining the most juice, so you better deactivate it by disengaging it in your modules panel.
Disengage that by going into my modules manual. Um,
Just so you know, your oxygen will eventually deplete. No pressure, but the clock's ticking. First things first, you need to approach one of these rocks. So pick a rock, any rock.
Pick a rock, any rock. Well, we go for this closest one here.
Don't be overwhelmed by the options, Commander. They're all pretty much the same.
Thank you very much, Cal. I'm trying to learn it. I'm not doing so great. The people that have come into the stream have been extremely helpful. Like I said, I'm trying to learn.
Right. Let's take a chunk out of this asteroid. Point and shoot, Commander.
I'd be very grateful for that. It's a really cool game. I really like it. I love the graphics. I love the spaceship thing. M to switch. Analysis mode activated.
Good job. A chunk is broken off. If you target it, you'll be able to scoop it up.
How do I target it? Yeah, it's like jumping off a cliff.
Target the fragment so we can get some ore in the refinery.
T to target. Yeah, there's a lot of menus to it. It reminds me of the X games, like X2 The Threat. I played that for a long time. T to target the junk. I did that.
Palladium?
home key to do that.
Now keep an eye on the cargo scooping reticule to the left of your radar. Make sure your speed's under 40 and use this to guide your ship in gently to scoop up the ore. Take it slow at first, Commander. You'll get there.
All right, I got it.
The ore's safely on board. Now you need to fill up your hopper with enough of the stuff to be able to refine one canister. Why don't you keep mining
Hey,
this
Colt,
asteroid until
how you
have enough
doing?
ore? Once
Good
your
to see you. It's been a
resource
while.
is full, your refinery should kick into action. And then you'll have a canister of pure palladium in your cargo hold. Ka-ching.
Do you actually play Elite Dangerous, Colt? Hey, that's trying to get away from me. Oop, I missed it.
You'll need to collect a few more chunks of ore before your hopper is full, Commander.
I only have 55 ARX, if that's what you're talking about, Cal. That's a good way of putting it, Colt. I have hair to tear out, but I'm not doing that. I just rage quit when I'm... No, see, I see this on the scooper thing, but I don't see it in front of me. I don't know how to look that up, Cal. I have no idea. I've played this game probably less than an hour. I've only gone through the training a couple times. I've gone through the flight training. In the bottom left of the screen. I don't see it in the bottom left of the screen. This one? No data available. The little home icon. Oh. I don't even see where it says that. Oh, and now I do. Yeah, I just started the game. I haven't. I've only done the training sessions. I haven't done much else. Trying to get the hang of things before I actually try to do something. Because I'm making a fool of myself doing this. Ooh. Hold on, let me stop to read that. Yeah, and I'd be afraid I'd get lost too. And I don't want to stumble into a player versus player thing either. System. Take care, Colt. Nice to see you. Pinseeker's on if you want to watch the Hunter. Let him know I suggested you go there if you stop by there. Tell him I said hi. Oh, you can? That is really cool. Then heck yeah, if you can help me out and show me some things in a private session, that would be awesome. But I'd admit I'd be lost and I'd probably get a little frustrated with getting lost if we do that. All right, I'll do this for 5-10 minutes more. I might get myself a coffee. I'm actually gonna. I might alt tab and get myself out of the game for a second to turn my voice sound down. It seems a little loud. Here we go. We got more Tamiriel. Ooh, I tried to go too quick with that. I think I'm getting the hang of this mining thing, though.
Congratulations on a job well done, Commander. This palladium should fetch a good price when you get back to port. You know, if you decide to make a go at mining, you might want to think about picking up some collector drones. And believe me,
Oh yeah,
greatly
collector
increase your
drones?
productivity.
Awesome. So there's drones too. Awesome. I'm gonna turn my voice down a little bit. I think it's a tad bit loud. There we go. I'll wait for Kyle to get back. I'll make myself it. Now it's a bit quiet. How's that? That should be good. How's that? I think that's good. I'm gonna leave it there. Yeah! In case I yell, it'll be loud. I'm gonna leave it there and get myself a coffee. Be right back. Coffee.
This is a message to all commanders. Please reduce your speed while maneuvering your ship inside the docking bay. We would like to remind all commanders to avoid blocking access to docking pads during arrival and departure. This facility offers a range of services. Check your information panel after docking for more details. Unlawful behavior in and around the starport is not permitted. We thank commanders for their cooperation. Ensure you have received authorization before entering the docking bay. If you don't have access permission, please exit the facility immediately. This is an important announcement. Security surveillance is in effect at this facility at all times. Acts of aggression will be met with an appropriate response. Access to docking facilities requires flight control authorization. Please submit a request before entering the docking bay. We will be forced to respond to aggressive actions. For peace of mind, please stow ship weapons while inside the docking bay. We would like to welcome all commanders to this facility. Please ensure you complete all docking procedures.
I'll be right back while I make my coffee.
docking areas. This is a message to all commanders. Please reduce your speed while maneuvering your ship inside the docking bay. This is a flight regulations reminder. Please do not obstruct the access corridor during arrival or departure. Thank you, and enjoy your stay. Services at this starport are constantly being updated. Remember to visit every time you pass through the system. Greetings to all visitors. Please alight at your assigned pad, and thanks for choosing this facility. Unlawful behavior in and around the starport is not permitted. We thank commanders for their cooperation. This is an important announcement. Security surveillance is in effect at this facility at all times. Acts of aggression will be met with an appropriate response. This facility offers a range of services. Check your information panel after docking for more details. We would like to remind all commanders to avoid blocking access to docking points during arrival and departure. Access to docking facilities requires flight control authorization. Please submit a request before entering the docking bay. This is a flight regulation announcement. Please proceed to land on your assigned pad in a timely manner and refrain from obstructing other docking areas. This is a flight regulations reminder. Please do not obstruct the access corridor during arrival or departure. Thank you, and enjoy your stay. If you're unable to complete docking procedures within your time slot, you'll need to exit the bay and resubmit a docking request. We advise that all commanders be aware of their speed while in and around the starport. Thank you for your cooperation. Ensure you have received authorization before entering the docking bay. If you don't have access permission, please exit the facility immediately. We would like to welcome all commanders to this facility. Please ensure you complete all docking procedures within the allocated time. This is a message to all commanders. Please reduce your speed while maneuvering your ship inside the docking bay. This facility offers a range of services. Check your information panel after docking for more details. Services at this starport are constantly being updated. Remember to visit every time.
Friend request sent where on Discord?
This is a flight regulations reminder. Please do not obstruct the access corridor during arrival or departure.
Hang on, I'm still getting my coffee together.
Greetings to all visitors. Please alight at your assigned pad, and thanks for choosing this facility. This is a flight regulation announcement. Please proceed to land on your assigned pad in a timely manner and refrain from obstructing other docking areas.
If you join my Discord, I'm in the
If you're unable to complete docking,
voice channel, in the general voice channel.
exit the bay and resubmit a docking request. We advise that all
I accepted your Discord friend request.
and around the starport. Thank you for your cooperation. We will be forced
And if you come in the Discord, your voice will be in the stream.
to mind. Please stow ship weapons while inside the docking bay. Ensure you have received authorization before entering the docking bay. If you don't have access permission, please exit the facility immediately.
There we go. It looks like we're friends on in both.
Please ensure you complete
If you click the link in chat to join the Discord, I'm in the general chat channel. Okay, no problem. Accepted. That was easy. Under continue at the main menu. Under continue, you should see private groups.
This facility offers a range of services. Check your information panel after docking for more details.
Yeah, I'm pretty computer savvy, and I've played X2 The Threat and Space Engineers for
You can select these destinations on the navigation screen of the
a
external
long
interface.
time.
If you'd like to practice your journey first, I recommend the training simulations accessed via the internal interface panel. To review what we've discussed, select your comms panel and scroll through the recorded text. I'll contact you at Mawson Dock if you decide to complete this mission. If you choose to take a different path, then I wish you luck, Commander.
I missed what he told me to do.
Hey Jack, it's Calvin. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Excellent. I can hear you great. Welcome to Elite Dangerous.
Thanks a lot. I'm trying to learn this game. It looks really cool. It seems like a game I'd be into for a long time.
Yeah, it's easy to lose a lot of time into this game. I've been playing it since probably 2018 and come back and forth a few times, but you know, the 400 billion star system will always keep calling me back.
400 billion, holy crap.
Yeah, it's an exact one-to-one replica of the Milky Way galaxy.
Wow, really?
Exactly, yeah, and they actually used, at the time it was software created specifically for mapping and procedurally generating galaxies. It's an engine called Stellar Forge, and it's actually used in academic research now to kind of test out like a galactic sandbox on large scales.
Wow, have you ever heard about a game called Moonbase Alpha?
No, I haven't, but I know you mentioned Space Engineers, and I've played quite a bit of that. That's a fun one too.
Yeah, I'm jack shit on there too. I used to be quite active on it, but in the forums and stuff. But Moonbase Alpha was a training simulator that NASA came up with that I helped them develop, and
Whoa,
geez,
that's awesome.
that was like 2002, 2004. I didn't do a whole lot to help them develop it, but I'd helped with text to speech coding and stuff.
Yeah, back when that was a novel territory for software.
Yep.
So do you know? I saw you were riding the struggle bus with the mining thing.
Yep.
Let's take a quick second and look in your right menu and see if you have collector limpets. Because basically, in order to pick up stuff outside of your spacecraft, you have to have a little computer that programs robots, and then they go get them. So go into modules.
I probably don't have anything because I just
Yeah.
started the game.
Yeah, and I think there was a mining training thing, but I'm not sure. So if you scroll down, look for something called like collector limpet computer. No, none of that looks like it.
Nope, that
Yeah,
was
so-
the end of it.
Yeah, that would explain why you can't collect anything that you mine with mining lasers or pulse lasers. Oh, and you're using pulse lasers, not mining lasers.
Yep.
This game is very much specific use case stuff. You know, you can't just use any laser on anything. There are mining lasers for that, and they come in different grades. All the equipment is rated based on like the size and its quality.
Yeah, and there's
But,
probably don't mean to interrupt you. Sorry about that, but there's
No, go
probably
for it.
I assume there's probably thousands of different lasers for different purposes. Like there's hundreds of there's mining lasers, and there's 30 different mining lasers, and there's 50 different like there's pulse lasers. I see pulse lasers in my menu. There's probably 50 different pulse lasers for mining, and there's probably
Yeah, it's not quite that extensive. Like mining lasers are just that, lasers for mining, but there's also like for mining there's an abrasion blaster and like a deep core charge planter, and like there's a few different tools to do stuff. But then like there's also rail guns and machine guns, and you know, and they each, one might be kinetic and one might be thermal and one might be radioactive damage, and there's that kind of stuff. And you can also engineer and like tweak different variables. It's easy to get overwhelmed by all the different things. So if you feel overwhelmed at any point, just take a break. The universe or the galaxy ain't going nowhere.
yeah.
It's easy to get overwhelmed.
I actually rage quit yesterday because I was getting frustrated with the mining. I couldn't.
I think I tuned in and I watched you, and I'm like, oh, this poor bastard's using the wrong mining lasers and no collectors. So I think in the beginning it's a big struggle to get credits because you don't know how to get money, and you don't know
Yeah,
what
I don't
to do
know
with the
anything.
money,
This
and
is
you don't know the missions, and
yeah. This is
it's
my
a whole
third
thing.
day playing, and I probably have less than an hour into the game.
that's fantastic. So I'm gonna use the system here, and I'm gonna
So I
find
thi-
where you are.
I think I'm probably doing pretty good for being into the game less than an hour, but I suck at the same
Well, and
time.
I tell people this game has got a very steep learning cliff.
Yeah.
So in the comms menu where you are, oh, it says you're not even. Hang on, am I in the wrong group? I might be in the wrong group. Yeah, I'm in open by accident. I'll come to the group in a second. So we can be in a wing, and that's kind of like being in a team. And then I can see where you are on the map. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump my fleet carrier really close, because I can't get into the star systems that are like Tutorial Island, and once you leave them you can't go back. But there's really nothing good on Tutorial Island stations anyway. And the quicker
Okay.
you can get out and make more money and kind of get familiar with the systems, the better off you'll be.
All right. So it's both a good and a bad thing that I leave the tutorial island place.
Yeah, it's like the first time you're driving by yourself with your brand new driver's license and you get on the highway.
Yeah.
You know, it's good and bad. ED Beyond. Wonder what ED Beyond is. Are you playing on console?
Nope. PC.
Playing on PC? I wonder why it says ED Beyond. Usually it tells me what system you're in.
I'm playing through Epic Games. I actually
I'm
got
playing through Steam.
I actually got the game for free through Amazon and Twitch.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. I'm not sure. I don't know why it says Beyond. I've never seen that before.
It's
so
actually
do you know-
it's on sale on Steam for $6 right now, so I was considering getting it on Steam.
You might. I don't know. I don't know the difference. I don't know the difference, to be honest. So I'm going to use a third-party tool. There's a whole bunch of them out there that are basically like search engines. And I'm going to look for the nearest system that I can get to where you are.
Yeah, somebody else posted a comment leaving some of those things on my YouTube.
And like any game, you can play it without the extra third-party tools, without the plugins, without the browsers. And in some cases, you'll be fine. But in other cases, it's like a needle in a haystack trying to find the right place to sell stuff.
There's plugins for the game where you can use browsers in the game.
Sort of. Yeah, there are plugins in the game that give you different overlays, maybe, or allow you to find stuff like commodities or like biology you want to scan for money.
Oh, cool. Is there a
or-
workshop on Steam that does that stuff?
No. You
Okay.
get them all from like GitHub. SRV Survey is one. You get that from GitHub. I think there are a few that are also in the App Store, like the Windows official App Store,
Okay.
for like a little extra credibility.
Okay, I actually retired from modding, but this game might bring me back into it.
So they are very transparent about like their APIs and how to build mods and plugins for the game. It's a very community oriented game. I tell people that, like, a lot of games are, graphically stunning, or there's an exposition or a story that the game is about. Well, this game is pretty much just about exploration and the community.
Yeah, and this community so far is really cool.
It goes both ways. I've learned how to be one hell of a pirate through some community members, but I've also learned how to be, a Star Commander leader and, kind of teach people the ropes.
Cool.
Do you know what star system you're in?
No idea.
Matet. It says down there on the bottom left, Coelho Station, Pilots Federation Administration, Matet system.
Yep.
Okay, so you're in Matet. And I'm going to use, here, I'll send you a link, and I'll put it in the YouTube chat so everybody else can see it if they want. This is a link for something called Inara, and it shows you where the nearest star systems or different things that's nearest to you. It does searches based on location to where you are.
Okay, it might get moderated if you put it in the chat.
It might. It
YouTube
might not.
or Twitch. Discord, it won't.
Okay. Have you seen the galaxy map yet? Have you been into the galaxy map?
No, I haven't.
So if you go into the left panel,
Which is the one key. Yep.
yeah, and then you use on the left column there, it says set filters, and then there's a little swirl, that's the galaxy map, and below that is some circles, that's system map. And if you click galaxy map, that will show you the entire galaxy. And if you haven't seen this yet, your socks are gonna get clean blowed right off. And you can zoom out and you can see the
Wow.
entire galaxy. Keep going, brother. Keep going.
And this is the Milky Way. Wow, it is.
That's correct.
Holy
And they
shit, it is.
seeded them. They seeded it with every known star in all of the like 15 different catalogs. So they built the Milky Way procedurally, and then they seeded it with everything that we already know exists.
And I
It's pretty sick.
recognized it that quickly because I used to watch. The reason I got hooked up with NASA and Moonbase Alpha is I used to watch satellites all the time on a thing called J-Track,
Oh yeah, I'm a ham. I know all about that.
and I actually found in 1999 I found a UFO on Halloween,
That's amazing.
and it was approaching Earth, and I reported it. And
And then they said, you didn't see anything. Here, look at this blinking red light.
no, they told me what it was. They told me that I did recognize the UFO. They knew what it was, but it was classified.
Yeah, there's a lot of classified satellites in orbit. And you said this was in the 70s, so...
No, it was in
most-
1999.
Oh, in 99.
Yeah.
Shit, I was 7 years old.
I was 27, somewhere around
That's
there.
awesome. Yeah, so that's the galaxy map, and there's some filters you can set if you want to look for just certain star types. I'm gonna... Yeah, A Indy, I think, is the closest one that I can get into.
Holy crap.
Yeah, brother, it gets wild. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, like I said, I'm gonna jump my fleet carrier. And what you're gonna do, it's gonna take probably 15 minutes to get there. So in the meantime, use that search bar at the top of Galaxy Map and type in AAY.
I know
and
where
then
it is.
A Indy?
Yep.
Yeah. You might even be able to see it from where you are if you move the map a little bit.
Yeah, I already have it selected.
Oh, cool. There's a 10-second delay on YouTube, so. Yeah, and make your way there. Just plot it as a route. Jump that way.
So I have to leave the station and see. I don't know how to do that.
That's okay. I'll show you. Do you have the route plotted?
Nope.
On the right side, there's a yellow button with like some dots. And that will plot the
Okay.
route. Yeah.
Route plotted.
There you go. Cool, cool, cool. And now go back to the cockpit. And now hit auto launch and have a sip of your coffee.
Hydrate.
Yes. Are you playing with a keyboard and mouse, or a joystick and controls, or a controller?
A combination of keyboard and mouse and a gamepad. An Xbox controller gamepad. Xbox
Yeah.
style.
That's
Controller.
probably pretty wise. I'm playing with a keyboard and mouse and a controller, but I'm playing on my laptop right now, and I have a whole little cockpit thing set up for my gaming computer. I'm just not there right now.
Yeah. I have a HOTAS, but I don't have it at this house. So
Yeah.
I may go get it for this game.
Well, and I'll tell you, mapping all the controls is its own beast. If you have a
Yeah.
HOTAS and some pedals and everything, the more I/O you have, the more mapping you got to do. And in the beginning, you don't know what you need and what you don't need, so you try and map everything, and then it's just a disaster.
Yeah. Oh, so it doesn't hook up and just work?
No, you have to map everything, you know?
Oh, jeez.
And that's good. And there are a few presets that you can select, but they're probably not perfect. All right, the carrier is on its way. So now, if you give it some gas and throttle up, you'll there you go. Give it full beans, because you want to get away from the starport that you're at. You see down in the right corner it says mast locked, and there's a little blue dot.
Yeah, it's not anymore.
Yeah.
It's not
There
anymore.
was that blue dot indicates when you're too close to a massive object, you can't do what they call a frame shift jump. Your frame shift drive is like your faster than light engine, and it works in two modes. They call it high wake and low wake. High wake is how you jump between stars, and low wake is how you go faster than the speed of light but stay inside the system. So you want to go from like planet to planet or whatever and not make it take a million years.
Okay.
So there's high wake and low wake. You see that big round ball in the center?
Yeah.
That's basically your radar map, if you will.
Yeah, it's
on the
a
right
compass.
side of that, yeah, it's like a compass, and the height of the stick determines how high away from your axial plane it is.
Yeah, I
That's-
understand how to read
That
it.
makes cool. So to the 10 o'clock position is that smaller ball with the crosshair and a blue dot. They call that the vector ball. And when the dot is lit up, it's in the front half of your hemisphere pointing towards you, and when it's hollow, it's behind you in the back half.
Yeah.
So you can use that to point towards your targeted destination, or whatever you have targeted. Right now you have another star station system targeted. So point that direction and you'll see a yellow circle. Yup. And now this is how you're going to jump between star systems. You have it targeted. Now you're going to engage your frame shift drive. So it's probably like triangle or Y or something on your gamepad. There you go.
Throttle all the way up, right?
Yep, throttle all the way up. And you can also use the direction pad to assign, they call them pips, to your systems, engines, or weapons. So if you press the up arrow like 2 or 3 times, you'll see it'll divert more energy to your engines. And a lot of the interface systems are bugged out in between, or not bugged, but like suspended in between jumps. It doesn't like it when you try and mess with stuff in between star hops. So you just warp to another star, and as you throttle up, steer away from the big yellow circle that you'll see around that star. They call it the exclusion zone. And if you get too close to it, it'll pull you out of Super Cruise, and your ship will burn up, and it'll be a really good time for everybody. But you have one more jump to complete. So point yourself, get around that star, and point yourself to your next target with your vector ball. And now you see those yellow bars chasing across your screen?
Yeah.
That kind of indicates that you're in low wake mode, and you see your speed is at like 0.51 C, 0.58 C, probably by now at 0.8 C, maybe more than that.
No, I
in
don't
sup-
see that.
You see your throttle bar?
Yeah. Okay, now I
Above
see
that
it.
is
Yep.
a number climate. Yeah. So that's your speed. And even though you're in low wake right now, and you're going faster than the speed of light, you're never going to catch up to the next star. But you can use low wake to get around inside of a system. So now press triangle again, or Y, or whatever your frame jump button is.
Frameshift drive charging.
And it should charge up and point you to the direction. Yeah, it did. Cool.
It's J on the keyboard is what I use for my
Okay.
frame jump.
So, just a little tip. On my gamepad, I have it set so that when I hold triangle and press down, it enables low wake, and when I press triangle, it's high wake. So I can kind of toggle which one I want to use when I want to use it.
Okay.
Just a little quality of life change. Cool, you're at the net, you're at the system. So now if you go into your left menu, that's where you do a lot of your navigation and your contacts and your radio and that kind of stuff. And in the left map, or not map, you'll see a bunch of unidentified stuff. If you scroll to the top, you'll probably see some station names. Yeah, and you see the different shapes. That triangle one is a carrier. Keep going down. Actually, if you go left, there's those 3 lines, and that's a filter button. And you should open the filters and turn stations and fleet carriers to be the only thing on. Oh, you missed it.
That thing?
The circles is system map. No. Under navigation. And if you just go, like, you know where you would select galaxy map if you maybe use the arrows or the D-pad?
Yeah, D-pad.
Yeah, go
did it.
up. Yeah, and hit those 3, yeah.
And what do you want me to turn on and off?
Turn just carriers and stations on. Yeah, and see that square? It's called Farkas Dock.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where you should go. So click it with, like, for me it's X, but for you it might be like whatever the bottom is. Yeah, hit lock. There you go. Cool. Now point that direction. Go back to the cockpit. Yeah, and now use the vector ball and point. Oh, I think you untargeted it. I think you clicked it twice by accident and unlocked it. So go back into that. There you go. Bingo. Cool. And it looks like it's a hollow dot, so it's directly behind you.
Is there a way to turn around faster?
Yeah, give it some throttle. Oh, you got the head look mode on. There you go. Cool. Now you're heading that direction. Now go back into your navigation menu and to the button right next to... Actually, slow down. Slow way down. Yeah. The button right next to navigation lock is Super Cruise Assist. Oh, it's so funny. I'm watching the 10-second delay. Sorry about that.
It's faster on Twitch.
You know what? I don't ever use or watch Twitch. I don't know what my problem is. So right next to the button where you target locked it, there's another button that says Super Cruise Assist.
Yeah, I don't know how to get out of this menu. I'm in.
Try like the shoulder buttons, like L1, R1, or
There
L
we go.
bumper, R bumper. Yeah.
Now where?
To navigation, and then click on Farkas Dock. and the button to the right. Nope, Farkas dock is the one at the top of the list. It looks like, yeah.
Yep.
So the button to the right of the destination lock is a little square brackets with a dot, and that's Super Cruise Assist. Turn that on, and that's going to be your best friend for getting around the systems as a new player. So you turned it on, right?
I think so.
Okay, go back to the cockpit. Hit like circle or B or whatever. Yeah, see the red triangle align with target destination?
Yep.
Yeah, so give it a little bit of throttle and point at the yellow circle on the map. And then autopilot's going to take over, give you some gas, and get you really close.
Oh, cool.
Bingo.
Cool.
Yep. And if you'll notice, it'll get you close to 7 seconds ETA time, and it'll just stay there. And that's the magic Super Cruise time. And that'll ensure that you're approaching at the right speed and at the right distance to drop out of Super Cruise.
Einstein 7.
Yeah, basically.
Einstein. I hear you vaping. My vape is dead. It's out.
Oh no. It's sad days when the vapes are dead.
Yep.
So it looks like you're jumping out. Looks like. Good, good. And now here's, anytime you want to dock with a station, you have to request access. So I'm going to show you real quick, and then you're going to get closer, because you can only request access if you're inside 7.5 kilometers. You see how it says you're at 8.83 kilometers over on the right side there?
Yep.
So you're going to want to get closer to probably like 7 kilometers, and then turn the throttle off, and then go back to the navigation menu. Yeah, somewhere in there. And now if you go into your navigation menu and look for contacts, which should be the rightmost tab, you should see Farkas Dock, and if you click on it, you should be able to request docking with the D-pad.
Permission authorized. Please head directly for Bay 3-1. You are approved for automated docking.
And it should accept it. And then you got to make sure your throttle's at 0, or else auto docking won't take over.
It was at 0.
Okay, good. So it
And
should
it's-
start to drive you
yeah.
in. Cool, 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 cool. And it looks like my carrier is going to be jumping there in 1.5 minutes. And it's currently a 350 light year jump.
I thought I needed a docking computer to do this automatically.
You probably do have a docking computer, but you probably... Oh, well, you auto-launched, right? So you've got the advanced one. You have the advanced docking computer.
Okay.
And I bet you if you go into your right menu under modules, you can probably see that.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's so much easier doing it automatically. I thought I was gonna have to do it manually for a while.
Engaging docking restraints.
Um,
Greetings, Commander.
Auto dock has its perks. It is not without faults. I have lost many, many, many millions of dollars in large ships to auto docking computer being an absolute weasel. It'll run you into other ships. It'll get you stuck in the mail slot. All those things. So why don't you hit that circle with the down arrow? That brings you below the dock.
Circle with the down arrow.
It's like a half circle right above
Oh,
Starport
okay.
Services. And it'll lower you down, and that's one of the things, like when you pull into a station, that's the first thing I click, because everything else can be done while you're getting lowered, and you can't take off until you spin around. So get that over with easy.
All right, I'm in and spun around.
All right. Go into Starport Services.
Ensure you have received authorization before entering the docking bay. If you don't have access permission, please exit.
This is basically your menu for like buying and trading and upgrading ships and finding missions. So I'll give you a quick tippy tip. As a beginning player with like not many people and friends online, the mission board is a good place to find jobs or whatever to get you familiar with flying around and doing stuff. You'll get some money, you might get some cargo, you'll get reputation, and you need reputation to get bigger, better ships that are aligned with certain super factions. There's the contacts menu, and that's how you redeem bonds. The shipyard, kind of self-explanatory. Those 3 hexes on the right side, that is how you modify your ships, and that is a whole masterclass in itself. And then, of course, the commodities market is how you buy and sell goods as a trader. So my carrier just warped into the A Indy system. So why don't you go back to your cockpit when you're done exploring. And in your navigation panel, you'll see a carrier, and the navigation panel's on the left side, and it's called the Starloomer. And you're going to want to target that and auto launch and make your way there. It won't be under contacts, it'll be under navigation. Oh yeah, you already saw it, sorry.
Landing gear retracted.
Disengage from landing pad. Maintain correct lane on exit.
Now will it take me directly to your ship and
No, what you're going to have to do is get outside of the mast lock of this star station, and then you'll have to engage Super Cruise, which is sometimes the same thing as your J button. It might work if you press J. You might have to find the Super Cruise button.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, your mast. Yeah, there you go. Cool. Now, just like before, turn Super Cruise Assist on in the left menu. Align with your target, and then it should bring you right to me. Use the vector ball to find the target. I think you're going the wrong direction. Yeah. What does it say? 32 light seconds?
Yeah, it says 31 now. 30.
Yeah. One of the things that always blows me away about this game and space and nature in general is just how freaking huge it is. Like, you start flying close to a planet and you get sucked into its gravity, you realize how big the planet is, and then you realize that that was just a tiny speck of dirt compared to the star that you just orbited a minute ago. Oh, yeah. So I understand the difference between Beyond and the regular Elite. Elite Dangerous, if you get it from Steam, should have Odyssey built into it for the $6 price, whereas the version you have doesn't let you disembark your ship and walk around and land on planets. It's a big element of the game.
Oh, bummer. So I can't walk around planets.
Can't walk around planets, you can't get out of your ship, you can't walk around my carrier or the station.
I'm getting the Steam version then.
Hell yeah, you are. And you might have to put a ticket into Frontier to have the account swap over. But because you're so new, you might just want to start another, like, one. It's not like you're losing anything.
Yeah.
And just like this, I see you're warped into the carrier. Get within inside of 7 kilometers, request docking access, and it should bring you right in. No, you got to go to contacts. There it is. Love that. What do you think of the color scheme? You like it?
I don't. My graphics aren't that great. All I see is a blue.
Yep, that's all. That's all
Yep.
it is. A blue ship.
Oh.
So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna boost you with some monies so you can go buy a better ship.
Well, let's wait till I have the Steam version to do that.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I got like 3 billion credits, and I'm only making more.
I'd rather not waste it on me though. In this
Don't worry
version,
about it.
if I'm gonna be switching to the Steam version.
Docking accomplished. Engines shutting down. Hello, Commander. How may we assist you?
So, let me take a look at my thingamabob here. If you go into carrier services and look at commodities market, you should see liquid oxygen. Oh no, it's aluminum. My fault. You should see aluminum.
Yep.
How much of it can you buy? And I think I just set the price really low. Yeah, go hit back, hit circle, and go back to the cockpit and go back into the menu. I just reset the price.
I can buy 10 of it.
Yeah, click on aluminum. Oh, you only have cargo capacity for 2 of them. So click on it, and then with like the X button, or not the X button, sorry. For you, it's probably like the A button. I don't play Xbox, so I always get those. Yeah, and crank that up to 2 because you only have cargo slots for 2.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Man, this game is cool.
It's one of my favorite games.
It's gonna be one of my favorite too, for sure.
And it's got elements of like, it can get real intense space combat-y stuff, or it can just be chill and you're just, trucking materials around.
Hi, Dave McDill. Each unit is 1 ton. Thanks.
Okay. Now go back to the cockpit and go back into the commodity menu. And now sell those 2 back to me. Hell yeah. Nope. You went to 0. You gotta crank it up to 2. There you go. Hit sell. Look at that. You just made $500,000.
Nice.
And we'll do that probably 1 or 2 more times, and you should have enough money to get yourself a better ship and explore and buy some modules if you want. And don't worry about the credits or the account or anything, because like I said, my carrier's got a couple billion on it. I got a couple billion on it. It ain't nothing but a G thing, homie. The only thing is I have to go into this menu and back out of it like twice to get it all to work.
Yeah, that's what we're
It's
doing.
not exactly easy.
This person's Cal is helping me out.
Okay, we're gonna sell. We're gonna sell. All right, you should be able to buy it now.
There's no commodities to buy.
Yeah, you have to. Every time I change the price, you have to also go back to your cockpit menu and go back into it. It has to like refresh.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
All right, I'm out.
Cool. And now I'll go back in and do it again. And you'll probably get quite a bit of trade rank just from doing this.
All
You
right.
might say you've been promoted or something.
I hope you're around to do this again when I get my Steam account, because I'm going to do
Yeah,
this.
absolutely.
Do that like right away.
Yeah, and we're friends on Discord.
Yep.
And I do like community excursions sometimes where we go out and make a bunch of money doing exobiology. I'm a part of a squadron that loves training new players and teaching people different finer points of the game. You should be able to sell it now. So anytime you have any questions, feel free to reach out on Discord. I play pretty regularly. I'm also a live entertainment technician and I tour occasionally. So there are some periods where I go out on the road and I don't come back for like, a month or so.
Huh. I
Some,
actually did that for 12 years.
it's funny. We're kind of similar. You like pulling satellite images and doing radio astronomy. It sounds like, and you love space games. And apparently you're a roadie too. So
I wasn't a roadie. I was a roadie. I started my own production or my own promotional business in 2001. I started it in 2000. And I by 2004 I was making my own enough money off of local and national bands and artists to travel, and then I started managing and doing production. By 2008 I was managing the Rockstar Energy
oh, that's cool.
Uproar Festival.
Yeah, that's awesome. I did a lot of big music festivals in my heyday. And then I started a 3D printer sales service supply business when the pandemic happened. And so I became more of an entrepreneur and less of a roadie.
In 2012 I came
Oh,
back.
wait. Don't sell them yet if you haven't already. I set the price wrong.
Nope, I didn't. Anyway, that's personal stuff. I don't really want to live stream anyway.
That's fair. We can chat in Discord sometime.
Yeah.
It's funny because on the carrier I set my maximum buying price. You can set the price that you're selling commodities, and it gives you the percentage of the galactic average. But the maximum you can set it to is 10,000%. So, 10,000% of aluminum is $250,000. You should be good to go now. Yeah, look at that money. Look at all that money.
Wow, and I can use the mouse to look around and stuff. This game is awesome. So
Yeah.
much. This is like
And
an
the
upgrade
comments-
from the X Games.
Oh, yeah. The comments that Dave McDill's talking about exobiology, absolutely. That's one of the things I love doing is taking people out doing exobiology.
Yeah.
But he says you can do it in a Sidewinder, not to say that you can't, but it's kind of tough because ideally you want to go further away from what they call the bubble, which is like civilization in the galaxy. And the further away you go, the higher likelihood that you'll find undiscovered planets, and then you get even more money, like a 4 times bonus for being the first one to footfall a planet that no one's discovered and find biology on it. You can make like $300 million an hour. It's a great way to explore and kind of get used to the game and fill up some funds.
Nice.
Yeah, so right now I'm the reason I have all this aluminum on hand is because I'm actually building a starport with some other people. You should be able to buy some now. And in order to build the starports, you have to have like hundreds of thousands of tons of material. Like 35,000 ton of steel, 35,000 ton of aluminum, 15,000 ton of liquid oxygen. So we use these big hauler frigates called, Type 9 heavies or Panther Clippers, and then we move a bunch of shit around, put it on the carriers, and then jump the carriers around, just like you would load a truck.
Yep.
Did you
I-
buy stuff?
Yep. I bought.
Okay. All right, you should be ready.
That would be horrid. He said he agreed with you and said using the Sidewinder would be horrid for my main ship.
Yeah.
I was laughing at that.
The Mandalay, that's definitely the ship that I use for exobiology. You should be able to sell now. But I also started using the Anaconda for exobiology, but I didn't like it as a little too big. Mandalay is great. I think I'm doing 45 light years a jump on the Mandalay, which is good because we'll take the carrier out like, I don't know, 5,000, 6,000 light years away from civilization. Find a bunch of stars that are the right types, F type, ideally, or maybe G, sometimes K, and then do some scanning. That's where the plugin's really cool. SRV Survey is a good plugin. It kind of shows you what you're looking at, how much it might be worth. Got some cool little extra maps. Cool. Did you, I wasn't watching your stream. Did you liquidate?
Yeah, I sold.
All right, you should be good to buy some more.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
But I'm gonna need to take a 5-minute break here soon.
Yeah, we're probably gonna do this like next load, and then I'm gonna hop off and cook some dinner.
All right.
All right, you should be good to sell.
Sold.
Cool. I'm gonna turn the market off.
Looks like I have 2 million credits.
Yeah, you started with like 1,000. Yeah, and now, like I said, I'm gonna hop off and go do some cooking, and I'll probably be back on a little later. But you
All
might
right.
want to do some research on what your next ship is gonna be, or where you wanna
All right. I'm
go,
actually
or what
gonna
you wanna
grab.
do.
I'm actually gonna grab it on Steam, and
Yeah,
not
that's wise.
waste my time anymore on this.
That's wise. And there's probably a link button to cross it all over.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, man. I'll talk to you later. If you have any questions, in the meantime, shoot me a message on Discord. And if any of your streamers want to, or followers want to play, have them come on out. I'll give them a boost too, and we can all go do some fun stuff.
All right. Yeah, it looks
right.
like Dave McDill might play with us. That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, Dave, come play. I'm going to hop off.
All
It
right.
was great gaming with you. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Take care.
Later.
All right, Dave. That'll be the end of my stream. I'm gonna grab this on Steam because I'm playing through Epic Games right now, and he informed me that it comes with an update that lets me walk around ships and stuff like that on Steam. So I'm gonna grab it on Steam. So I'm gonna end the stream there and grab it on Steam. Thanks for watching. I'll be streaming this again soon. I'll try to look you up, Cal. Is there a way I can copy it from there? Cal 1337. 1337. Is that's from, where is that from? I know that's a cheat from somewhere. I can't think of the game. But I know that's a code from somewhere. Is it CSGO? Is that where it's from? No, CSGO doesn't have cheats. Anyway, thanks for all the help. I'll be seeing you soon on the Steam version. Have a good dinner. I hope to see you in an hour or so. I'm going to end the stream and see you soon.